But I do want to go into the micromanaging, which is the absolute worst kind of way to lead, actually. And I'll give you a story, and that's somebody who really is worried that you're working 9 to 5 instead of, if the person is a night owl, and they'll be much more effective working from 11 to 7, for instance. But there was somebody who worked for me once, and I'm going to call her Chicken Little, because she ran around all the time saying, like, the sky is falling, like everything was urgent, immediate, and it was the end of the world. So that was her name. But she controlled.
That was her real name?
That's what I called her. She controlled every aspect of the people that worked under her, their work hours, the environment, and projects. She made a note of, and this is literally, she was very ineffective, made a note of anyone who was even 5 minutes late. One of the employees that struggles with the mornings, he just couldn't be there at that exact time. So his talent, his potential, his dedication wasn't showing in the office because it was all about, was he there or not? She monitored the time they took for lunch. She was even caught eavesdropping on staff's private conversations.
Is this somebody who worked for you?
Yes, unfortunately. Oh. And she
assuming they're no longer working.
She no longer did. She dismissed out-of-hand requests for salary increases on the premise people don't work here for the money. So she didn't even she never saw them. So over 3 years, the productivity of the team plummeted. Work satisfaction was at an all-time low. But on paper, her weekly reports were 6 pages long, literally. That's why it took me a minute to catch on to her. And she gave the illusion of productivity because the effort was spent on ensuring that the appearance was stellar and not the work itself. So, of course, I let her go. The new manager reassessed the projects. They were all on a different time schedule. We trusted them to do the work, and everything changed. So that never works. But I think one of the ones that I was really excited about is that a true leader allows themselves and others to be imperfect. And for me, that really was a big one, and I still do. Like I always say to people, I will make mistakes, or I did make a mistake, or I didn't see that. Thank you for pointing it out. I do that as a parent as well. We do that in our relationship. I think it's really important to own your stuff. That makes you really strong. That makes you seen. That makes you able to see other people. And you create an environment where mistakes are not punished, and people are then willing to take risks because they're not afraid of being attacked or corrected. And the one really also, one more, they don't mind being unpopular, criticized. They don't mind that people are against them, and they don't hold grudges. So I can say for me, being in this leadership role now, I think that the 20 years before where I was criticized, I was very unpopular in certain situations, and I was attacked. I think that's really exactly what I needed to be able to step into these shoes now, because if not, who knows what kind of leader I would have become.
Right.